Hi all, this is Nidhi here. So today's topic I'm going to take is the methods of measurement of price elasticity of demand. So there are three methods, children, but today only I'll discuss the first method. I will not discuss the other two methods as it will be quite confusing for you all by taking three methods at a time together. So let us first start with the percentage method. Clear? Percentage method. It is also known as proportionate method or flux method. It is most commonly used method for calculating price elasticity of demand. Clear? Now, according to this method, we can calculate price elasticity of demand as a ratio of percentage change in quantity demanded by percentage change in the price of the commodity. So, we are using here the percentage sign. Clear? So change in quantity demanded by change in price of the commodity. That means if with respect to change in the price, how my quantity demanded changes, we will find out with the help of price elasticity of demand through percentage method. So percentage method, children, formula is, just have a look. This is the percentage change in quantity demanded. So change in quantity demanded, children, will be like this. Change in quantity demanded, that is delta Q by Q into 100. Okay. This is change in quantity demanded. Delta Q can be regarded as Q1 minus Q. We can take it as anything. Q1 is the what? It is the new quantity minus old quantity. Clear? So delta Q is the new minus old, that is change in Q by quantity into 100. Now change in price. So change in price, children, is delta P by P into 100. See, now delta P. So that means here change in price. So how I can denote delta P? So that is the P1 minus P. That is new minus old. New price minus old price. Clear? So this is my, see, delta Q by Q, that is percentage change in quantity demanded, and price is the change in price by P into 100. Now this 100 will be cancelled. Now change in Q by Q divided by change in P by P. Okay. Is it clear to you or up to this? I have nothing changed, I have nothing written, only I have written this part over here. Clear? Now here there is no space, so I am writing over here. See, change in Q by Q divide by, this is the divide, so I am just writing change in P by P. Nothing I have done, only I have in the, this is the divide sign, so I have written over here. Now change in Q by Q, now I will multiply it and this denominator will go up and this numerator will come down. See. Now I can write it as properly change in Q by change in P into P by Q. I can write like this way. Is not it? So I have already told you that change in Q already I have shown, that is new minus old, and change in price is the P1 minus P, that is also new minus old. So see here, this is the formula. According to this formula, we have to calculate the price elasticity of demand. You have to just write it down. Please note it down. Now I will discuss the numericals so that you can understand. I hope you have noted down, children. So let us discuss few examples. I will not discuss all of it, only the few examples. Now if I tell you calculate the price elasticity of demand, I'm writing, okay, short form so that you can understand. I will not take your time more. So calculate price elasticity. Please note it down with me. Calculate price elasticity of demand if quantity demanded. I'm writing in the short. If quantity demanded of a commodity, rises by 20% due to 8% fall in price. So here what you can see, children, that already the percentage, it is given in the percentage. So what I'll apply here, I'll apply the formula percentage change in quantity demanded by percentage change in price. Please don't write in the short form, you write it in the full. I'm writing in the short. So percentage change in quantity demanded is, see, quantity demanded of a commodity rises by 20%. So this is the percentage change in quantity demanded by percentage change in price is 8%. Already it has been given in the percentage sign. So I am writing here directly. So see, just 20 divided by 8. Now you calculate it, children, of your own. It will be minus 2.5. Clear? So always remember that we will ignore the minus sign here, because whenever the answer will come, it will come in the negative, just because due to the inverse relationship between the price and quantity demanded of a commodity. So we will ignore the minus sign here and will get only take the absolute values. Okay, please note it down. So this is the one question I have given to you, and now the second question, where the question will not be given to you in the percentage method. Now second example, calculate price elasticity of demand. Okay, we have to calculate price elasticity of demand when price of a commodity, okay, when just write it, when price of a commodity is rupees 10 per unit. When price of a commodity is, just write it down, rupees 10 per unit. Clear? Its demand is 100 units. Now when the price falls to rupees 8, when price falls to rupees 8 per unit, demand expands to 150 units. Now calculate price elasticity of demand. See, when price of a commodity is rupees 10 per unit, so P is here, I know, 10. Now its demand is 100 units. So quantity demanded is 100 units. Q is 100. When price falls to rupees 8, that is my new price. P1 is my new price, 8 rupees. Demand expands to 150. That is my new quantity is 150. Now if I apply the formula here, that is elasticity of demand is equals to, what is there, the formula, change in Q by change in P into P by Q. So see, change in Q is how much? See, Q1 minus Q, I told you, children. So it is the 150 minus 100, that is 50. I can write it like here. Change in P is, children, how much? P1 minus P. So it is 8 minus 10, that is minus 2, into P. P is the initial one, 10, and Q is the initial quantity, 100. Now just do it, calculation of your own. If I cancel 0 from here, 2 25s are. So 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10. So it will be 5 minus 2. How much, children? See, how much? Just calculate and tell me 5 minus 2 is how much? Minus 2.5. See, this is my price elasticity of demand. This is one I have shown you in the percentage method, and second I have shown you in the units. So where you have to take it out, the change in quantity and change in P, and then you have to solve the numericals. Many numericals are there, children, which have been asked in the board also, and which have been also, you have to practice. So it is written in my books. This is also the essence of microeconomics. Please go through it. There are many numericals that you can solve it of your own also by seeing the book. Okay, clear this topic today. So in the next class I will make you clear about the geometric method and total expenditure method. Thank you.